The 2019 Rugby World Cup, Japanese, 2019, was the ninth edition of the Rugby World Cup, the quadrennial world championship for men's rugby union teams. It was hosted in Japan from September 20 to November 2 in 12 venues all across the country. The opening match was played at Ajinomoto Stadium in Chofu, Tokyo, with the final match being held at International Stadium Yokohama in Yokohama. This was the first time that the tournament had taken place in Asia and outside the traditional Tier 1 rugby nations. The tournament saw the first cancellation of matches at the Rugby World Cup, with Typhoon Hagibis affecting 3 matches due to the expected impact on safety that the typhoon would have. South Africa beat England 32-12 in the final to claim their third title, equaling New Zealand's record. In doing so, South Africa became the first team to win the title after losing a match in the pool stage. The defending champions, New Zealand, finished third after defeating Wales in the bronze final. Host country selection. See also, Rugby World Cup hosts. The International Rugby Board, IRB, requested that any members wishing to host the 2015 Rugby World Cup and/or the 2019 event should indicate their interest by August 15, 2008, though no details had to be provided at that stage. A record 10 unions responded, with the 2019 tournament of interest to 9 nations. Russia initially announced plans to bid for both events, but withdrew both in February 2009 in favor of what proved to be a successful bid for the 2013 Rugby World Cup Sevens. Australia withdrew from the bidding process on May 6, 2009. The 3 potential hosts, Italy, Japan and South Africa, were announced on May 8, 2009. At a special meeting held in Dublin on July 28, 2009, the IRB confirmed that England would be hosts in 2015 and Japan in 2019, with the approval of the tournament organizers Rugby World Cup Ltd, RWC Ltd, going in favor 16-10. The IRB, which was renamed World Rugby in November 2014, RWC Ltd, the Japan Rugby Football Union, JRFU, and host organizers Japan 2019 went through a process of asking for expressions of interest and meeting with and explaining game hosting requirements to interested parties from late 2013. In May 2014, it was announced that 22 municipal and prefectural organizations across Japan had expressed interest. Those organizations were asked to enter formal bids by October 31, 2014. On November 5, organizers announced that 14 bids had been received. Hong Kong and Singapore had expressed interest in hosting some of the matches and were included in Japan's bid, but were not among the 14 stadiums announced in 2014. Nissan Stadium in Yokohama, venue for the 2002 FIFA World Cup final, and Niigata's Denka Big Swan Stadium, also a World Cup venue, decided not to bid. Several changes to the venue submitted in the JRFU's original 2009 bid were made. The JRFU's own Chichibunomiya Stadium in Tokyo, suitable for smaller interest games in the capital, was not included in the plan. The JRFU selected the larger and more modern 50,000-seat Nagai Multipurpose Stadium as its preferred venue for games in Osaka, though East Osaka City, which had taken over the Hanazono Rugby Stadium from longtime corporate owners Kintetsu in April 2015, submitted a joint bid with Osaka Municipality, intending to refurbish the stadium. Kamaishi, Shizuoka, Kyoto, Oita, Nagasaki and Kumamoto were also not part of the JRFU's bid. While the bids included venues from a broad area of Japan, 2 areas were not involved in hosting: Hokushinetsu, Hokuriku and Kashinetsu regions, which includes the city of Niigata, and the Chugoku region, which includes Hiroshima and the nearby island of Shikoku. No city in Chugoku hosted games at the 2002 FIFA World Cup, but Hiroshima did host games in the 2006 FIBA World Championship. The new national stadium in Tokyo being constructed for the 2020 Summer Olympics was expected to be the primary venue of the tournament. However, the original plans were scrapped and rebid in 2015 due to criticism over its design and increasing costs. As a consequence, it would no longer be completed in time, the fixtures assigned to the stadium were relocated, with the opening match moved to Ajinomoto Stadium and the final moved to Nissan Stadium